the Dadbod Squad, Mrs. Motherfluffing crew. What's going on, everybody? You know, I'm back. I'm in the building. Well, actually, I'm outside with the zippadoodle. What's up, everybody? I miss you all. So, listen, my thing is this. My thing is, what was I going to do with social media? Where was I turning? Where was I going? I want to see what's possible out there. And I kind of like doing reviews on things. I like trying things and doing things and reviewing it. What's up, buddy? You okay? I like trying things, reviewing things, seeing what's going on with things, and kind of just yeah, review. I like reviews, but I more or less I like, I'll be honest with you, I like being real with people and being like, listen, if you're struggling with weight loss like I am, or like I have been in the past, this is the program for you. Like, I like to do things like that, like where I can try something, do something, know it works or know it doesn't work, and then tell you, hey, listen, it's a scam. Do not buy that drink. It's a scam. I gained weight on it. Doesn't matter what they tell you. Or because I've even noticed with little things that, like, even just taking creatine, right? A lot of people don't understand this, but that first couple weeks you take the creatine, let's say you're taking creatine, you're looking for get losses. What's up, everybody? You're looking for a weight loss, not a weight gain. You're looking for weight loss, but you're taking creatine to keep your strength because you know it has a cognitive function. You just know about creatine, so you take creatine every day, right? But let's just say you just started it recently because a lot of tests have been, you know, out there right recently about cognitive function and how anybody from a baby all the way up to a elderly person should be taking at least 5 milligrams of creatine every morning. Um, Purely and just for, even if just for and nothing else, even just for cognitive function. But they have studies have been shown that with creatine every day, not only can cognitive function happen in a better tone, where it's real literally helping your brain like protect itself, the creatine, keeping you young, keeping all your things healthy, moving healthy. But here's the catch: it also helps crazily with muscles when you're trying to gain muscle. So it's not a stimulant in any way. Okay, so a lot of people don't even know what creatine actually is. All creatine is a small little molecule that goes into the muscle. The water holds water in the muscle, right? But also, it's like a little spark, and it literally sparks in the muscle, does these little explosions in the muscle, and allows the muscle to almost get like a little electric jolt. Now, it doesn't give them 800 pounds of pressure more. It's not like it's making you 50 times stronger. But in the real world where we live, right? Creatine will help you. And it's that simple. So that's how I look at things. I weigh things like this. We put value on things in life, right? Whatever. We put value on things in life. So for me, I might do Zippy do say what's up to Zippy do. I might take creatine every day. I might be on TRT, right? I might be on TRT, 39 years old, right? Body composition's looking pretty better. Well, not pretty better, it's looking pretty decent for somebody from 344 pounds. And I'm down to 265. Yeah, what up? What up, Jay News? Zippy the hippie. What up, my brother? I've got 32 amazing people in here. But for somebody that's 32 taking TRT and is losing weight, I'm down to 265. Now, the creatine helps. I'm going to tell you what helps the most. You guys all know what helps the most, right? Not Ozempic. You're about to say Ozempic, right? Wegovy, get me over there to Zepbound. No. Listen, okay. Now, if you're somebody that has something to say about that, please drop it in the comments. If you're somebody that's had good experience with it, and you're like, listen, Dad, bud, like you can make jokes all you want, but I lost 25% of my body fat, and I'm feeling the best I've ever felt. My blood work says otherwise. Listen, I'm not a hater. No, in no means am I a hater. I just don't know the outcome, and I have enough stuff on my list to worry about when I get a little older to not have to worry about the after effects of Ozempic. Because I'll tell you right now, there's no way it's letting you drop that amount of body fat, right? That fast, right? Because I can do it calories in, calories out. I can do it healthy food, right? But it has to be healthy food. You guys all break the cycle. We all do it. Our discipline is terrible. Our willpower is horrible. We all get to the nighttime, our circadian rhythm about 8 o'clock at night. Depending on when you wake up in the morning, look into this. Your circadian rhythm will start kicking up at about between 7 and 10 o'clock at night. And if you notice, because I notice it every single night, that is when you're the most hungry. You can go. Sorry, I get a little bit of nose and throat time. But you never notice you're the most hungry at night? What up? Well, that's the reason for that. The circadian rhythm. You're lining up with the earth. You're lining up with everything. And it's basically telling your body, hey, we're hungry. Like, yeah, we're hungry. And it just is what it is, man. It's so hard. That's why they say prioritize the things that are going to benefit you the most. Sleep, healthy food, sleep. So if you're feeling like you're eating a lot at 10 o'clock at night, put the alarm clock on for 9:30. like put the phone down at 9 o'clock. Have watch something with you. If you want to watch something on the TV, go ahead, I guess. But maybe read a book. But learn something the last couple minutes. Slow down the break before you go to bed. Try not to eat anything 2 hours before bedtime because the body will be digesting. You will not actually be sleeping. So that's why you don't go into REM sleep as hard as you should. You ever notice when you eat at night, go to bed, you get a crappy sleep, but you ever notice when you go back to bed, like really late at night, like 5, 6 in the morning, that's when you really get that deep sleep. And you're like, oh, I just passed 38. All right. I hope somebody's still here. I'm probably not here anymore. But listen. At the end of the day, that was my wife calling. She wanted to see if I needed to go. All right. Are you sick of being fat? That's my new question of the day. Because I'm sick of being fat and I'm done with it. And I'm gonna do everything it takes to. I've been walking an average of 8,000 steps a day working from home. Do you realize how incredibly hard that is to do? 8,000 steps a day. The other day, I got 14,000 steps. And I hadn't even, I only left the house to walk the dog twice. And it wasn't far. It was like 8,000 steps each time. So I got about 10, 12,000 steps inside my house, in my kitchen, just banging circles around the kitchen table, right, while working laps, on the phone, doing work, doing what I need to do, making things happen, trying to make things happen, touch base with people, talk to clients, see what I can get rocking and rolling. So that's what I'm doing. If you can work from home, do this stuff coaching, and do everything you need to do from home. So if you're my program isn't for somebody. My program that I work with now isn't for somebody that's you know. It's not for somebody that thinks they got a control over it. Listen, if you had control over it, you'd be back to you'd be the shape, you'd be the size you want to be. Let's be honest, right? If we could do it ourselves, you'd be the size you want to be. We all need a mentor, and that's where this comes in. This fucking I'm telling you right now, this program is unbelievable because it makes it so simple. Because if you really think about it, a lot of the problem is you don't know what to buy, you don't know how much to portion it, you don't even know what portions are. I mean, yeah, you know what 3 or 4 ounces are, you know what a tablespoon is, like realistically, but in reality, you're like, like literal, like you're like, you know what I mean? Or how about this? How about you do know it all, but you're like, I just don't have the time, Tony. I just don't. I don't have the time. I need somebody that I can trust that's going to help me get me the goals. That's cheap. That's not going to beat me over the head for prices. You know what I mean? But what's also you got to remember, you're going to get what you pay for in life. So if you're paying for some cookie cutter $5, $10 course thing, $20 course, I don't know, whatever you're paying for, or an app that's $20 or something, and it gives you all these free great trainings and all this stuff. That's fantastic, but that isn't going to do it for you. That's not going to motivate you. That's not going to do anything for you. What's that going to do for you? Right? We've seen it before 100 times. And the funny part is, everybody has a new spin on it. Guys, I know you've seen all the gurus out there doing this, but mine's is different. Why is yours different? Because I said it's different. So it just doesn't work out, honestly. You need someone. You need somebody that's doing it themselves. Okay. So a good mentor isn't just telling you, "Oh, I used to do this thing." Listen, I used to sell with the ketchup pasta girls in white gloves. You kidding me? Eskimos, ice to an Eskimo, and you're like, oh, okay, but I since I've met you, I've never even seen you like talk swab to anybody at anything. Like, what are you talking about? But whatever. And you're like, does this person even know what they're talking about? Or are they just selling me a crock of you know what? Now, honestly, a lot of these pros, a lot of these guys, girls too, are actual consultants. They really did the thing they said they're doing, and they really are about that life. Thing about that is you're not going to be talking to those people because they're connected in groups that we're not in, unfortunately, yet, unless you want to be in those groups, but you got to pay big money to get in those groups. And that's what I'm talking about. A lot of the times you just need to get in the rooms with these people. It has nothing to do with, why do you think, okay, I once heard this guy about 5, 7 years ago when all the streaming started. I heard a kid say, "I get $100,000 come on my live stream today," and the kid was a big live streamer, like Aiden Ross, and I'm like, what? Did he just say $100,000? That guy just paid him $100,000 just to sit on his live stream with him, and that's it. Just to sit there and have him say his name and who he is and where he's from and his music and stuff. That's it. And he said, yeah, I was like, $100,000. He goes, that $100,000 we made back in a day or two. I go, that's not possible. And then I thought about it, and all of a sudden I started doing the math. And I left, and I went, oh my God, his people are going to start posting about that clip, right? Start posting. He was on that stream. Boom. All of a sudden, he's going to have all the clippers clipping that clip of him and Aiden. And before you know it, everybody's just going to be like, oh, that's the dude that with Aiden Ross. Yeah, that was on Aiden Ross's thing. That was on Aiden Ross's. That'll be how he was known. Oh yeah, you started that. You had Aiden Ross clip, and then you. That's just, and then boom. How do you think 99% of the people you see online start? Think about it right now. How you see all these people, all these artists, all these rappers, all these people. How do they usually start? Somebody else introducing them, right? So the people that know what they want in life and what they're doing know what to do with it. If you want to get in those circles, you want to get around those people, that's an option. That's a choice. Like I said, I've been in those circles. I've stuck. I've been on the outside of those rooms and the doorways. I've been staff. I've been a like. I've been a husband to somebody that's very very successful in the beauty and sales industry, and I've been in these rooms. And I'll tell you what, it's nothing different than me and you just chit chatting right now. The only difference is they play with big numbers. That's it. They play with big numbers and they don't take risks. They make sure that, like I said, they make sure that everything, whatever they're investing in, whatever they're doing, they can see on a piece of paper. They can read it in front of them. It's something they understand. And that's what this world is all really about, perception. It's about this. Everybody lives their own life, right? We all got our own life to live. We all have our own families that are important to us and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, right? We're all figuring out ways to make our lives a little better for today, tomorrow, for generations to come, for our kids, for our wife, for our dog, her cats. And at the end of the day, it really is about perception. You could say I wake up and I put in 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week to this company. I've been going there 20, 30 years. I'm going to retire there. That's one way of doing it, right? Because you got to have the cogs in the wheel. You got to. That's the only way this world will work, is if we all decide to do our own part. Now, just because someone's a cog doesn't mean you have to be a cog. It just decides if you want to be a cog. And at the end of the day, you have those options. So you can easily just start tomorrow. I'm going to start selling on Marketplace tomorrow. I'm going to start small. I'm going to keep my job, but I'm going to start selling watches, just random watches. I like watches. I like watches. It's something I know about. Or I know golf clubs. I'm going to start reselling golf clubs. And I'm going to tell you right now, resellers make crazy money, like crazy money. Anybody that's online right now that's utilizing their business and they're branding it and then they're leveraging online, they're making a lot of money. And there's a reason for that. It's not because, oh, wow, they got more customers, they can see more. No, it's because the brand can go so much bigger. It's not just the guys in your city seeing your store and the cities around your city looking you out or searching you out. No, 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 no. It's people all over the country searching you out. They've seen you on, like I said, Aiden Rock. One time is all it will take to be on one person's podcast, and you could use those clips for friggin' eternity. I have looked at some pages, and it's literally an entire YouTube account of just shorts of the same, pretty much same clip being reused about 300 to 400 times, and each one of them has like anywhere between 300 and 4,000 views. So you're like, that's crap. That's shit views. Yeah, it is shit views, but he's 150 to 250 of them. So each one of those times that view. So you get a minute, you're getting an average of 2,000 views per video, and they're wrapping up 100 videos in a couple days. So yeah, don't get me wrong, probably not the best way to go about things, but it's perspective. He saw an opportunity in that and said, you know what? I'll just post the same video 100 times. If it doesn't work, it only took me a day. What's that? A couple $100 loss? No big deal, but I got to learn something. And then he's probably going to do something a little different tomorrow. And that's how people win. Trial and error. You just keep on trial and error, guys. Nothing in this world, when they say you can manifest something that has nothing to do with the world lining up to your frequency. Yes, that is exactly what ends up happening. But you don't. So they say, if someone gave you $2 million, $10 million right now and said, "Hey, you got $10 million in your bank account. It ain't gonna clear for a week." You walk out that bank. Let's say you have $100 in your pocket. A homeless guy in the street right away goes, "Sir, would you happen to have a buck on you?" Right away, you have $100 in your pocket. Give the whole $100 to the guy. No, take the 100. What? Yeah, take the 100. You're good. Trust me, I'm good. All right, well, fantastic. Now you left that bank. You don't have actually $2 million on you, right? No, you don't. It's in the bank and they're clearing it. So you don't have that for at least another week. If not, who knows how much longer. But in your mind, you do know that you're a millionaire. So now you're walking like you're a millionaire for that next week. If you could bring that energy with you every day, you will get whatever it is that you're working towards. But the second you lose that energy and forget and get ungrateful, you lose all the power that you had building up to it. So it's like building up, saving up a bank account. Let's say you're saving up in the bank, saving up in the bank, and then one day you don't save, and the next day you do, and the next day you don't. It's not going to work as good as if you save every single day. So the idea is every day to put a little bit towards your goal, and in return, the world will meet you halfway and give you that goal as long as you put the work in. Now, you can't just wake up and say, I want better, I want abs, and they're just going to show up on your body by you going in, not eating less calories. Like, there's systems to this stuff, guys. You have to, whatever you're trying to do in life, you have to search out people who've done it before you. And I know we all hate to listen to people. We hate to do that, but trust me, there is going to be certain times in your life where you have to trust the process. And a lot of times, what I've noticed, I'm going to say my one biggest thing I've noticed is if I had thought when I was younger, my number one goal, my number one thing I tell my kids all the time is one thing I would recommend to myself about any experience I have in life right now. I'm 39. I would tell one thing I would tell myself when I was 15 years old. I'd say, get good at one thing, get very good at it, get the best you can be at it, and that's it. Focus on being great at one thing instead of learning a bunch of different things like I did. I focus on one thing. I don't care if it's car engines. I don't care if it's window painting. I don't care what it, window cleaning. Doesn't matter what it is. Detailing, doesn't matter what it is. Hair cutting, focus on that one skill and be the best you can be at that one skill. And I can guarantee you that